What is going on, guys? It is Bucky and welcome to your 33rd JavaScript tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to be going over how to add array elements using a loop. Now we're going to be learning this for a couple reasons. First of all, whenever you're working in web design in JavaScript, it's a cool little technique that is definitely going to come in handy. And aside from that, it kind of takes the things that we learned already and combines them into a cool little mini program. So before I get into that, I'm going to be using something called the prompt, and I can't remember if I taught you guys prompt in this JavaScript series or the last JavaScript series, but if I already taught this to you guys and you already know what it means, I apologize, but I just want to, go over it anyway. So basically what a prompt is it's a lot similar to an alert box. The only difference is the user can enter text in a little text box, and with the text that they entered, say they entered their name Bucky or something, you can take that name and set it equal to a variable. So it pretty much is an easy way to allow the user to create their own variables. So let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Go ahead and make a variable. I'm going to name mine pi or whatever and set it equal to prompt. This is a built-in JavaScript function, so no need to create it yourself later on. And prompt takes two parameters. The first parameter is something like enter your name. The first parameter is gonna basically give them a little dialogue. Like if you had a prompt that you want them to enter in your name, you would be like enter your name. If you want to prompt, say pick a number, you would write pick a number. You'll see later on where this appears on the text box. And the second parameter is what appears in the text box by default. Now we don't want anything to appear in text box by default, so we're just going to leave this blank, but you need to put those empty double quotation marks. So now whatever they enter in this text box or the prompt box that pops up, it's going to be stored in the variable pi. So now what we can do is we can print out that variable, using how we already know document write. So document dot write, and we'll write like hello and then just write the name pi. So let's go ahead and save this and see what the heck I'm talking about. So here is my prompt box right here. Enter your name, Bucky Roberts. Okay, and now it says hello Bucky Roberts. Simple enough. So like I said, it's basically a prompt box that gives the user a dialogue such as enter your name, and by default if you leave the second parameter empty, just double quotation marks, nothing's going to appear in here. But you can put something in there by default like enter text here. That's like one of the common techniques. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys what a prompt box was so you guys aren't lost whenever I teach you guys this new technique. So anyways, the technique I'm going to teach you guys is how to add elements to an array using a for loop. So let's go ahead and make an array called crap and set it equal to new array, and let's go ahead and give it a size of like 3 elements already. So right now our array is empty, we don't have any elements in it. So let's go ahead and make a loop that runs 3 times. So in order to do that, go ahead and your parameters are this: I equals 0, it's going to start at 0 and then go I is less than 3. So then whenever we increment it by 1 using I++, this is going to run 3 times. Again, you might think 0, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 times. But notice that this is I is less than 3. So when it gets to 3, it doesn't run. It's only going to run on this: 0, 1, and 2. So if you count those up, it's 3 times. So now we know that I is going to be equal to 0 the first time, 1 the second time, and 2 the third time. So now we can use that to our advantage because remember, whenever we're creating an array indexes start at 0, so then again, whenever we create our array, we can just go ahead and stick I in here. And now it's going to run 3 times. First it's going to say crap 0, the second time it runs it's going to be crap 1, and the third time it's going to be crap 2. Those are the 3 elements that we need to, to fill our array. So let's go ahead and we can just add elements in here like hey now, or baked beans or whatever we want, but we want the user to enter these elements. So in order to do that, here is where we use that technique we just learned called the prompt box, just like that. So let's go ahead and give them something like add something to the array. Why hit caps lock? I don't know, but F it, I'm keeping it. And then we don't want to put anything in there by default because that would just be dumb. So now what's going to happen is this prompt box is going to pop up 3 times. The first time it's going to say add something to the array. You're going to type something in and it's going to add it to the array index 0. The next time you type something, it's going to add it to array index 1. And the last time, it's going to add something to array index 2. So now we have a populated array, and then we can just do something with it, like print it out on the screen, like document dot write, and just go ahead and write something like crap 0 plus crap 1 plus crap 2. So let's go ahead and save this, and I got a feeling something's going to happen here. Oh, check it out. It worked perfectly. I thought that this was going to appear over here off the screen, but game time. So it says add something to the array. Now we're going to add something like baked. Actually, let's add something like beans. And then we press OK, and that beans right now is stored in array 0. So now it runs through the loop again, add something to the array, and add something like candy. So we press OK, and now candy is stored in array 1. And now this is the last time it's going to run. It just says add something to the array, and we add something like dogs. And press OK, and when we press OK, that's going to be stored in crap 2. So now we have beans in 0, candy in 1, dogs in 2. So then whenever we printed out 0, 1, and 2, it printed out our filled array. So that's pretty cool, and I know I could have probably added some spaces there or maybe some line breaks, but again, this is just a quick example showing you how to have the user populate an array using a for loop. So if you understood that, then you got the main idea of 1, why an array is useful, and 2, why loops are useful. And there are a lot of different techniques that you can use using an array and loops, and not only entering information, but they're also really useful when printing out information. So again, the most common technique that I want to stress is this: use the array index as the counter. So that is a very popular technique. So once you get the hang of that, you take your array skills to a whole new level. So for now, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you understand what a prompt is and also how to loop through arrays using a for loop. So lastly, thank you guys for watching one more time. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.